And whether you're making boards for like the best guys in the world or some random guy down the street, surfboards have this really cool thing where they can like change somebody's life or like give them a beautiful moment, you know, like, and you never know what somebody might be going through or dealing with. And surfing can just be this amazing escape. So I sort of try to think of it in that way, that like you're making toys for grown-ups that can put smiles on people's faces, and that's kind of a cool thing. My name's Eden Saul. I do Dead Kooks surfboards. I've been shaping for about 15 years now. I kind of love shaping everything, and it's such a weird mix of things, from 12-foot kind of gliders to little tiny fishes to proper wave, like, you know, 6'10" guns to surf good cloud break or whatever that is. It's, I don't know, I kind of enjoy the spectrum of everything. There's one of the cool things with shaping is there's like feedback loop that's pretty direct, of like, have an idea, make something, finish it, build it, surf it, and they're like, oh, that works, that didn't. You get these like constant feelings, sensations. And then it's sort of just evolving and adapting what that can be, you know, and whether the board works or whether it doesn't. But I think in almost anything, there'll be like, there's moments that are there. I've ridden so many boards that I really didn't like, but there might be something that's surprising in that can be like, oh, maybe there's, what if you pull that thread a little bit and see where that goes. I'm sure it is an art form of sorts, but we're not just making art. Art to me seems so much more free form and loose, and you know, what we're doing, there's so much like, you know, math and sort of science around, you know, the way that water moves over a surface. So yeah, you could make something sculpturally beautiful. If it doesn't come off the bottom, then like, what the hell are you doing? Since I like first started making boards, I've always sort of been pretty interested in like what you could do with resin work and color work, and you know, people have been mixing color and resin since this, you know, 60s. So this isn't new stuff, but it's just interesting to sort of play with it. It sort of comes from like an old like Porsche color catalog from like 1968 or 69. There's like some beautiful like deep colors in that, to like factory records out of London and stuff, like the stuff they were doing. There's just different things I'll pick through, but I like the idea of, you know, these things can be beautiful, they can be pieces of art. I think Drifter was probably one of the first overseas stores I ever sold boards into. Kind of known that whole crew for a long time, and it's been cool to sort of see that, what they've grown into, and also sort of still continue this relationship that we've been doing over the last, you know, that long. This is our Yin Yang model. Started off from something else we were doing, which was the Apex, and this has sort of just been a refinement and a refinement. So they're like a really easy soft roll entry, single concave that sort of hits a spiked V just sort of between your feet, that then sort of runs out. Just makes them really easy to roll over. I guess one of the main features with them was trying to keep this area between the feet relatively narrow, so when your feet's over it, it's really like, you don't have that big wide twin fin skating thing. Which just seems to give it a really nice, I don't know, that front side, back side, drivey, lots of projection, lots of grip. You can sort of surf them up the board a little, so you get that longer board feel with that like straighter rail line you get through here, but at the same time, really tight and whippy in the pocket when you're back over it. Yeah, kind of a really lovely one board quiver of sorts. You can ride in like softer junky stuff, or definitely heavier overhead juice. I think for waves you're going to get over there where you guys are at, these things are going to work a treat.